What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Week 5 NFL. We got the college football.
They were experts.
We are experts. We got the college football and the NFL on separate episodes this week. Zoom limitations. So there's some interesting storylines going along with this year's NFL season. So we'll get to some of that. Looks like Tom Brady and Giselle have officially hired divorce lawyers.
Wild.
It's
crazy. I mean, like, there were rumblings about that all year, though.
Yeah.
She was pissed that he wanted to play again, and then she hasn't been coming to his games, and he was going to start not practicing on Wednesdays to be with family. Like,
Dude, how about AB posting her?
Yeah, that was wild.
That was wild. After exposing himself to a pool full of people the day before.
Like, first off, to post anything after you're just flaunting your dick at females, like, is wild. But then secondly,
and
like,
a fucking title.
But like, also the only reason why he ever played in the NFL again was because of Tom Brady.
With Brady, yeah.
Like, so that's pretty wild. But
so across the NFL, the Packers almost lost to third string Bailey Zappi, or I might have his first name wrong, but
he's a stud.
Overtime game.
Put some respect on his name, Nagy.
I mean, I was rooting for him.
All-time college leader for passing yards and touchdowns in a season.
Sure. I mean,
you don't see IU up there.
He's a stud, dude. The Packers, I think, are just like, for the first 10 weeks, are just going to try to figure. Like, they're not that great of a team, but like,
they're going to find a way.
Yeah, they're going to win ugly games. Like, you know.
The only time they look really good is when they fuck the Bears.
Yeah, that's the only time they've looked good. That's honestly the only time they've looked good. Yeah. Okay, the Bears. Let's talk about the Bears real quick.
There's not what to talk about.
Like, Justin Fields does pull it and run like way too quickly, yes, but like they don't put him in many great situations to be like a great passer. So it's like you can't really expect him to. And I don't know if you guys saw the report, but like he's like growing increasingly angry after each week with like their trust just not being in him at all, that like it's kind of ruining the relationship he has with the Bears, which I don't really blame him. It's kind of like it's not like he's a second year starter, like
with a new offense.
With the new offense, right?
And like their O-line is so there's a few good guys on it, but like Sam Mustipher needs to be cut.
He's with it.
Yeah, but don't most teams pass when their O-line are that bad? Then you know what I mean, though. Like,
the Bears run deep. The Bears run blocking has actually been pretty solid.
Good. Yes.
I mean, David Montgomery had a great game against the Packers.
But like, yes, but like their offense isn't working. They're not good. So like, why? Like, you probably have to change something up.
Yeah, but I mean, it's already an established rebuild year. They're not going to make like huge changes when they're establishing the rebuild and are going to have a shit ton of cap space next year. Like, I agree that like it's hurting Justin's development.
What are you going to sign? No wide receiver is watching this offense being like, yeah, I'm going to go play there. Justin Fields doesn't want to be there.
It's definitely hurting I'm saying it's hurting the development of Justin Fields for sure, but that's on the coaching. They gotta find a system that works. Matt Nagy had plenty of time and never even did it, so might as well give these coaches more.
Their receivers also suck major.
Yeah, but the problem with giving these coaches times is like coaches matter, yes, but if you ruin Justin Fields' development, you're back another 5 years.
They all just got hired. Like they didn't.
Yeah, but you ruin a guy's. First off, you ruin the relationship with a guy that you drafted in the first round, right? You ruin that.
Oh, that's like the front office. I'm not saying
it doesn't matter, but if you ruin that, he doesn't want to resign with you, so you're fucked there. If you ruin his development in year 2, which I think most people say, I could be completely wrong with this. I think that most people say year 2 is the like most crucial year for developing quarterbacks. It's not year 1, it's not year 3, it's year 2. They either make that jump or they go back down and they suck. So if you ruin his development just because you're like, oh, it's a rebuild year, he could just end up sucking in the NFL. We've seen it with so many different quarterbacks. And so it's like, if you ruin that, then you're back another 5 years anyways.
To be fair, I mean, you look at some of the other younger quarterbacks in the league right now. Jalen Hurts did not look very good first 2 years. Tua Tagovailoa did not look very good his first 2 years. Even Josh Allen through like his first year and a half he had like the lowest completion percentage in the entire NFL through his first year and a half.
Tua was so hurt last year. So like I don't even put him in this conversation, or his year one, whatever one he was.
Okay,
hurt.
well, Justin Fields has not even started a whole season of games yet. So I mean, he's still like kind of on his first year of getting NFL experience in a game.
No. He's played enough last year. He played enough last year.
I mean, okay.
I think more with the Bears too is like,
did he play 6 games? Did he play 6 games?
No, he's played 16 games total.
Okay, that is more than enough time to say that you are.
That's less than the first season, and I'm saying these other guys like took them over 2 years to kind of find what works for them.
Also, they changed their whole OC again and everything too.
Jalen Hurts was pretty good last year. I'm not saying he was God's gift to Earth, but he was pretty good last year. Like Tua was 8-8 in his second year. He was hurt a lot, yes, but like wasn't like he was fucking horrible. Like Josh Allen, I don't compare Justin Fields to Josh Allen. I'm just not going to listen to that argument.
I didn't compare him. I was just putting out numbers.
Like, but Justin Fields' numbers aren't even close to any of those guys. You want maybe completion percentage, but like other than that, Josh Allen blows him away in every statistic.
Can you name another quarterback in the NFL that can do really good with this Bears offense?
No, but what I'm trying to tell you is,
so how can you argue that then?
What I'm trying to tell you is if you ruin his development, you could ruin a quarterback. How many times have you seen quarterbacks who, when you ruin their development, they're just done in the NFL?
I'm not disagreeing that, but I don't know.
So my point is my whole point was because he said it's his second year, it's a rebuild year, he's still developing. I am saying, just saying it's a rebuilding year, and just saying okay, whatever, we'll wait till next year. You can't do that with NFL quarterbacks anymore because once you ruin their development, how many times have you seen guys come out of college who are studs, but their development gets ruined, and you're like, I really thought that guy would be much better in the NFL, but like once you're down that path.
I agree. You definitely need to see like progression through the year. I'm not saying like if he doesn't get better at all and like the offense doesn't make positive changes, then yeah, there's a problem outside of just him. Like there's multiple layers of things going wrong, and it's still the Bears, and things have been wrong from the front office down to the fucking equipment manager for decades now. So, I mean, I'm not claiming that the Bears are going to get this right because what gives me any sense of hope that they should, looking at the past 20 years. I'm not claiming that they're going to be anything. I'm hoping for the best, obviously, and you're right that we do need to start to see like significant upgrades in the players' performances. But to Zach's point,
I just think that he
just froze.
They run an offense like he's still like a first game rookie quarterback, and that just is gonna ruin a guy's development. And that will set a quarterback. Yeah, he's definitely frozen.
Well, he's like in control. He's in charge.
Are you back?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay.
All I'm saying is like, do I think Justin Fields is the best quarterback? No, but like they're not even giving him a chance to develop. It seems like I get you can't pass block. I get that. I get that your receivers aren't great, but like, who was it? What someone had more? Cooper Kupp has more receptions than he has pass completions. Like you can fucking throw screen routes. Like they're not even allowing him to develop. And my whole point is I'm not saying this is all on Justin Fields. If you do not even allow him to develop, quarterback is the toughest position in sports. When you take steps back in that position, it is hard to then go forward. And if you ruin a guy's career in year 2 because you're not even allowing him to do it, you're not even allowing him to show it. Like that is my point. I'm not saying Justin Fields is done and blah, blah, blah. Like they don't even let him do it. And so, like,
I also think too is I think Fields has no trust in his O-line when he steps back to pass. Because if you watch in numerous games, like
for sure, but he also is pissed how little they throw the ball.
Yeah,
I promise you that. Like, so
But
that's
I'm
my
saying,
point. Is like, how can he become a better passer when you're not throwing the ball a lot? Like, even Lamar has proven that like you have to throw the ball to win games in the NFL, and Lamar is the best running quarterback we have ever seen. So like, I agree he does not trust everyone, so he does probably take off and run more. But like, they are right now they are like ruining his development. Like, it's not. You said he's played 16 games. They still call plays like it's his first start as a rookie ever.
I'm not denying that.
No.
So that is my point. I'm not saying any quarterback would be better. I mean, there are quarterbacks that would be better, but no, this offense sucks to begin with. Yes, but like, yeah,
When your 3 starting receivers in the NFL are fucking Byron Pringle, Darnell Mooney, and Equanimeous St. Brown, I don't think you're gonna fucking do a lot.
No, but like when you throw the ball 15 times, you're also not going to do a lot.
Yeah.
All right. Still better than the Steelers, but we can talk about that. I'm just kidding.
They might be, honestly, as long as the Steelers have fucking Matt Canada as their offensive fucking
Matt
quarterback.
Canada is very bad.
Kenny's exciting, so I'm glad you got someone to look forward to there.
He didn't. He technically didn't have an incompletion on Sunday.
He did not know. He didn't know.
Huge.
The fucking Steelers. I fucking hate the Steelers. I didn't know. Like, they're the highest paid defense in the fucking league, and they're not that good.
When's not Bosa? When's Watt come back?
I think like a few weeks, but like, they're not. Their defense sucks. I know they're missing Watt, but like, they shouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, they've been playing like dookie.
I've never seen a team. They're 0-7 without TJ Watt playing. How crazy is that?
That is pretty wild.
Defensive fucking end. They are 0-7 when he doesn't play.
I'm interrupting the Steelers thing. This JJ Watt thing is not being talked about at all.
I saw someone tweet. What happened?
He died.
What?
He got
his heart went into AFib. They had to get shocked. He died last week Wednesday. They shocked him back to life,
and then he played.
The game. He played on Sunday. It's like not being talked about.
Did they say like why? Like how he?
No, he was at. I think he was at a workout or at practice, and he went into AFib. So like you're dead, and they shocked him back to life, and he played in the game.
So there's no way it's healthy to then play on Sunday.
Doctors cleared him, but also doctors cleared Tua. So what do I know?
Yeah, that's the
Isaiah
other point.
Austin didn't even die, and they're like, you shouldn't play. JJ Watt.
That's an enlarged heart. That's different.
Not really though. Like JJ Watt died. How many people died?
Yeah, no, dude, he died. Like his heart, he went into AFib. They shocked him back, and they cleared him to play in the game on Sunday. It was like loosely talked about. Like
I saw
when I
saw
read
one
that
tweet
report,
about it.
I'm like, he died.
Yeah, no one was talking about it.
Died. He got really emotional after the game about it.
Yeah, he was talking about his kid and everything.
He's got a kid on the way. And then someone made a comment like, he literally made the comment about his kid and his family. The next reporter's question was like, that tip pass you had in the game really serious.
I fucking hate reporters.
Dude, like,
okay.
What are you asking?
Here's a legit question. Would you, it's not about the Bears, but this is about the Cowboys. If Cooper Rush wins this weekend, like, are you seriously?
Cooper Rush is my starting quarterback.
I thank you. Why
you gotta leave him? You gotta leave him
3-0
until he loses.
Why is that
no,
such
you keep him in. You let him ride. It's He's 3-0.
I think you trade Dak.
Yeah. Well, who wants that?
Who's going to pick up his contract, though?
Oh, I think someone would. I think like someone I think like maybe even like the
Seattle,
the Washington football team.
This is the whole thing. This is how Dak took Tony Romo's job. Tony got hurt in preseason.
He'd go to Seattle.
Dak played unreal as a starting quarterback, and they're like, we can't take him out. We're playing good. He is now in an unfortunate situation where Cooper Rush has come in and has won them 3 straight games as the backup.
Well, you remember after week 1 when it was like, okay, they're clearly missing Amari Cooper. Like CeeDee Lamb definitely needs other receivers. And then it's like he's averaging like 100 yards a receiving game since week 1. And that's like why it's like, oh, Dak's not the quarterback. Dak doesn't know how to get the ball to CeeDee Lamb, which is nuts.
And Pollard and Zeke have played better as a tandem with Dak being out.
Also, it seems like Kellen Moore calls a better offense when Dak doesn't play.
Kind of wild.
He's not like worried about what the quarterback wants to do.
Yeah,
aka
like
Dak.
throwing 40 times in the game
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Yeah, for sure.
So outside of that, it's interesting. We're talking about like some of the teams that are doing well, some of the teams that aren't. I want to talk about some of the divisions in the league. We're through 4 weeks. We talked about the first before week 1 teams that we thought were going to win divisions coming last. But now let's talk about some of the spicier divisions and say who we think might come on top now. So NFC West, you got Rams, 49ers, Seahawks, Cardinals. Obviously, I don't really think that anybody's saying the Cardinals or the Seahawks are going to make much noise, but I mean, the 49ers looked really good against the Rams on Monday night.
They made the Rams look like shit.
I think also, like, everyone ripped on Jimmy G after week 1, his first start, which I get. He played like shit. Like, I'm not saying he didn't, but like he didn't get a playbook. Not a playbook.
Jimmy,
and they lost.
I think the 49ers are in a better place now with Jimmy G starting than Trey Lance.
For sure. I agree with that 100%.
All right.
Trey Lance was like a what if. Jimmy G, like, you at least know what you're going to get. I think the Niners win that division. I don't think the Rams are as good as they were last year.
I would agree.
So talking about
Stafford's elbow is definitely playing into effect.
Yeah, and when Ben Skoronek's your fucking wide receiver too.
Dude, they don't get the ball to Allen Robinson at all.
It's crazy.
So talking about another division, kind of still up in the air, but NFC North, obviously not the Bears or the Lions right now, but I mean, what do you guys think about the Packers? Vikings 3-1, Packers are 2-2. I really don't know who's going to win the division right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would love if the Lions somehow come back and win this division. Their offense, dude, is electric.
Yeah.
Their offense is fucking good.
Yeah.
Their defense, on the other hand, might be the worst in the NFL.
Yeah, but they've scored the most points and given up the most points.
Yeah, they are the worst.
Their defense is awful. I mean, Jared Goff has been looking good. You got Amon-Ra, Hawkinson, Jamal Williams, DeAndre Swift. I mean, they've got weapons. They're a fun team to watch. Like, it would be cool to see them, that's the only team in the NFC North I don't hate, because I hate the Packers and I hate the Vikings. So if the Lions won the NFC North, that would just be cool for football.
I hate Kirk Cousins so much, but I don't know. It's one of those things where it's you gotta believe that each week the Packers are just gonna get a little bit better, and then on top of that, you gotta also think that watching the Vikings get blown out against the Eagles, that's probably who they are gonna be against better teams.
Yeah.
So I would probably say the Packers, but then again, you keep playing so many close games, sooner or later you're gonna lose some too.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like with Aaron Rodgers too, is he's so good at quarterback with such a young receivers minus Cobb. He's just gonna find a way to will these guys to get open and get them the ball too.
Well, that North Dakota State receiver,
Christian Watson.
He's been banged up. He'll get better, and
Dobbs is fine.
Dobbs is getting better each week. He's bringing him along for sure.
Still got Lazard, dude. Allen Lazard's a solid guy.
Yeah, who do you think's gonna win, Nagy?
I think it's still gonna be the Vikings.
Yeah.
But it's really gonna be Dalvin. I think he's had an injury once every the past 3 seasons. Alexander Madison is a very good backup. He could probably start on a couple teams, but Dalvin's a lot more diverse and you can utilize him in different ways compared to Madison. So I think that's going to be important for their offense. But their defense is playing pretty well. They played lights out week 1 against the Packers. So if the defense can at least be top 15, they should win the division, no problem.
I don't know about no problem, because honestly, the problem with Cousins is he'll go play amazing, and then he'll go play let's say week 12 and the Bears aren't that good or the Lions aren't that good. He'll go put up a huge stinker, and
Sure.
you lose a game that you really shouldn't lose.
Yeah.
And if they're both competing for the division, it comes down to those games, and based off history, Rodgers normally wins those type of games, and Cousins normally pisses away one or two. So it's like, but yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting. At least like this is like the most confidence I would say I have in the Vikings to like dethrone the Packers for sure. Like their offense is sick. Thielen looks really good again. Justin Jefferson's obviously Justin Jefferson. Like you said, Dalvin Cook, I think that's a huge, if he can stay healthy.
Yeah.
I think
that
Alexander Madison too is a fucking solid backup behind Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
And new head coach too. Like people are that's kind of flying on the under the radar with the Vikings success so far. New coach, so new regime for them as well.
Who coach? I forgot.
I can't remember his name.
I think they got the OC from the Rams.
That sounds right. Okay.
So like you would think that Cousins is going to keep getting better.
Yeah. Right. They're opening up the playbook. The only other division I can think of that's also kind of spicy so far is the AFC North. I think it's really interesting between the Ravens and the Bengals right now. The Ravens games have been so interesting and so close, but they just can't close out some of them and they win the others. And I love Lamar. He's such a great player, so easy to root for. And then the Bengals have turned it on lately. They looked really good in Thursday Night Football. Obviously, losing Tua kind of made the game a little easier for them, but looked pretty solid all around. Like, what do you guys think? AFC North.
My thing with that division is like if those teams keep playing 500 ball, people forgetting that Deshaun Watson does get to come back and play.
Oh, the Browns suck
at some point.
The Browns do not suck. If they had a quarterback, they'd be good.
Dude, if Deshaun Watson comes in and that division is capable of winning, dude, he could easily spurt off 4 or 5 wins to end the season.
They should have beat the Falcons. Brissett had 3 turnovers. Myles Garrett didn't play. Like, if you put a capable quarterback – now, Deshaun Watson hasn't played in 2 years, so, like, that doesn't mean he's going to come back and be capable. But, like, the Browns are actually – they have a really good offensive line.
They should be 4-0.
Their defensive prowess is not as strong as it was the past 2 years. I don't know what's happened so far, but they're not a scary defense like they were in past 2 years.
No, but they still have a good D-line. If you have a good D-line, you can get after a quarterback in any different game. But also they can run the football, which is, like, huge in the NFL. Yeah, I don't know. The Ravens, like, dude, fucking Harbaugh's such an idiot. Like, they were tie game. I know the Bills, like, he was like, they could have scored a touchdown. Like, but they could have, there was 4th and goal, and they could have kicked a field goal to take the lead. Like, then you're forcing the Bills, they have to score a touchdown to beat you, which is way harder when you have the lead, you have the momentum. Like, not kicking is so fucking stupid. And him saying, like, they could have went down and scored a touchdown, like, do you just not trust your defense, like, at all? Especially in this rainy-ass fucking game. Like, what a moron. I think the Bengals are going to win the division, though. Like, I think the Ravens – I think their time's kind of gone. I think Lamar's very good. I just don't think their defense is that good anymore. And that was like kind of their thing. They'd run the ball and play really good defense.
All right. Any other thoughts about the NFL currently?
Chiefs are a lot better than I expected they'd be.
Yeah, my Super Bowl prediction's looking pretty good. Chiefs versus Eagles. Chiefs over Eagles in the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes is my MVP preseason. He
looks
prediction.
Healthy.
Yeah, love to see it. Go ahead. I'm just pulling up.
I was just going to say, like, I think after watching last year compared to this year, he just looks a lot healthier. And he looks like kind of back to like the old, like, sling it Mahomes.
Yeah, he's on all cylinders are going.
I honestly feel like they're a better offense without Tyreek Hill, as stupid as that is to say.
I don't know about better, but, like, I think especially last year when he was hurt, I think he tried to force it a lot to Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, he would just give it to Tyreek at any point, whereas, like, now is, like, if Kelsey, like, Kelsey's always going to get his touches, but, like, now he'll dish it off to Valdez-Scantling, he'll dish it off to Juju, like, he'll, like, just, I mean, even Clyde Edwards-Helaire is, like, getting a lot of touches for receptions, and, like, I don't know, I feel like they just have way more, he's not having to worry to, like, just chuck it up to Tyreek.
Please, Tyreek, yeah. But they also have, like, one of the greatest offensive minds in football back with Matt Nagy. So, like, that's
huge
him being the quarterback, dude, it's going to get him another fucking OC job than to a head
Dude, he should argue with everyone and be like, look at Mahomes last year. Look how
I know.
efficient he is this year.
MVP,
Look how efficient he is this year. Like, he should
dethroning
argue
Aaron
that.
Rodgers.
He should argue that with everyone because it's like, look, we had Tyreek and Mahomes didn't look that great. I come back, we lose Tyreek, and he looks even better.
If anybody ever hires Matt Nagy as a head coach, that fucking GM,
I'll get their jersey
immediately.
I don't know, honestly. Like, if this head coach can't produce a quarterback, I think it just might be like the McCaskies, like take total control and they don't allow anyone to do anything.
I hate them.
Yeah, they need to sell a team. But that was my one thought was like Mahomes just looks like his old like fucking best quarterback by far in the league self. So
I also think the Chargers playing Herbert the week after he hurt his rib was also really fucking stupid.
Wild.
Why play him? It's weak, stupid. Why play him?
I think their coach gets way too much credit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he's that good of a coach.
Staley?
Yeah.
He was so much fun. They made Chargers games fun.
That doesn't mean he's a good coach.
He loves going.
I didn't say that. I was just saying Chargers games are fun to watch with him as the coach.
You should have rested Herbert that week 3 game.
Their team has studs everywhere, and they aren't that good.
They'll click.
When their division's fucking tough.
I know, but they'll get a wild card.
Yeah, that's what you said last year.
Well, they should have, and then they fucking blew it against the Raiders.
Exactly, against Derek Carr. Everyone rips on Derek Carr.
On the road.
It doesn't matter. Everyone that had one chance. First off, if that Chargers team shouldn't even be in a 1-win game to make the playoffs. Like, they should not be in that situation.
What was the year when the Chargers went like 10-6? They had the best offense in football and the best defense and didn't make the playoffs.
That was back with Phillip Rivers, right? Yeah, I don't know. But I think
that is actually a wild stat, though, that you have the number 1 offense and defense.
Yeah, that's that's like fantasy when you score the most points, but you're like 4-6 because the player scores like the most points that week. I just think he gets way too much credit for like, it's like, dude, your quarterback's Justin Herbert, who's a stud. Your receivers are Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. You have Austin Eckler. Your defense has fucking Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, like Derwin James. Like, you have all these studs, and it's like to go Xander, 8-8.
Xander, shout out.
You have Xander, Horvath, like all these studs to go 8-8, and then it's like, oh, he's such a good coach. Why? This team should be 10-6, 11-5.
Their whole line is fucking loaded.
That's what I'm saying. It's like their team is so good.
Their team is actually insane.
Like,
they're also very hurt. They're their most injured team in the NFL right now.
Oh,
how is that not valid?
Who do they have? Keenan Allen out.
Slater.
They have some O-line injuries.
Okay. I wouldn't know if they're the most, though.
They said compared to their week 1 starting 24 or 22, they had like 8 guys with injuries after 3 weeks.
Last week, the Bucs started like 5 offensive starters compared to their the Bucs are pretty fucking banged up too.
The Bills have been struggling too with injuries.
Oh, the Bills are down like 7 starters on defense. Like, get out of here with these injuries. These teams still, but everyone just rips Brady, and then the Bills find a way to win on the road against the Ravens.
The Bills are also a lot better than the Chargers.
I don't think they are that much better.
I don't know. Though you can compare weapon by weapon to be pretty comparable from both.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think they're that. Like, do the Chargers have better Chargers? The Chargers have Herbert. Allen is a little better, yes. The Bills have Diggs, who's better than any number 1. But the Bills' second and third receiver are not as good as the Chargers.
Keenan Allen and Mike Williams as a 1-2 combo is fucking nasty.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, in the defenses, like, I don't know. The Bills do have a good defense, but I think the Chargers I think their players are fucking – I don't think Staley's a good coach. I just don't.
Chargers defensive line, I would say, is definitely better than the Bills.
If healthy, yeah. I don't think Bosa played last week, but yeah.
And then
Cards.
Yeah. All right, I'll give an update, but first, want to shout out our partner, BetUS Sportsbook. So if you have other sportsbook accounts open, no problem. You join them. They have an awesome sign up bonus You get 125 sign-on bonus with cash, and you get 200% sign-on bonus if you want to sign up with crypto, which a lot of sports books don't have that option. So if you want to put in $100 of Bitcoin, they'll give you $200 of credit to match your first sign-up. So
Can I use Dogecoin?
yes, absolutely. I don't know actually, so don't take that. But we'll have our affiliate link in the description if you're interested in signing up. Helps us out. So yeah, while you're down there, also hit the subscribe button. Very close to 1,000 subscribers. We really appreciate it. We'll also have all these picks on our gambling Twitter at Victory Lap Bets. Follow our main Victory Lap Media page as well. So through 4 weeks. Or let's talk about week 4 real quick because you guys had quite the week. Michael, perfect 6-0 plus 6.6 units, and Zach with a respectable 5-1 plus 3.95 units. And I came in last and went 6-5. So as a combined podcast in week 4, we went 21-7. So that's a 75% hit rate. Very respectable for degenerates like ourselves. So hopefully we can keep the ball rolling. As for do or dies right now, Ryan is also on a 2-loss do or die streak.
Oh, we could lose 2 in one weekend.
So as we mentioned in the college episode, if you haven't watched it yet, go check it out. But Ryan's also on a 2-loss do or die college football, and he missed this episode to go work out. So we're all rooting against him. Fade his do or die pick this week. You can check it out on our Twitter. Let's get to our picks. I'll go first. I got Denver Colts Thursday Night Football going over 42. I think Nyheim Hines is going to follow up with the backup running back parade that all the teams are having. Since Jonathan Taylor is officially out for Thursday Night Football. So Nyheim's going to have like 160 combined yards and 2 touchdowns. Seattle Seahawks plus 5.5. Can't remember who they're playing.
We're playing the Saints.
Yeah, the Saints. Yeah, thank you. Traveling back from
home?
they're at home.
They're getting 5.5 at home.
I can't remember. You're making
It's
me.
in New Orleans. It's in New Orleans.
I was about to say, what the fuck?
Fuck me. All right, next pick. We got the Texans plus 7.5 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's still the Jaguars. Show me one more good week, and I might hop on the bandwagon. Buccaneers, over 48. They're due for an over. Bears, Vikings, Bears plus 7.5.
Like Tom Brady's relationship.
Yeah, he needs to rebound really quick. Bears plus 7.5 against the Vikings. Homer pick. Bears looked really bad, so they're getting a lot of points, so I'll take it. Commanders, stinky line, plus 2.5 at home. Jets money line against Teddy Bridgewater Dolphins, plus 145 money line. Ravens -3. Ravens -3 at home against the Bengals, and I'll save my do or die.
You want to go, Michael?
Yes, some of my lines, obviously, like I said, I'll switch. I just don't have that. It all pulled up. This is when I looked earlier.
3 minutes.
Okay. Fuck. I got the Broncos -3. I'm buying a point there, so it will be different odds. I have the Saints -5.5. I have the Jets money line plus 140.
145.
I have 145. Okay, plus 145. I have the Rams -5.5. The Bengals +3. The Bengals money line plus 150, and then Chiefs Raiders over 51.5, and then my do or die.
I got Lions +3 versus the Pats. Lions money line. Vikings -7. I bought it down to change the line against the Bears, and I got my do or die. I'll have more on Sunday. I usually do anytime touchdown bets.
All right. Well, we've been talking about the Lions. I mean, I don't know how I can't take it, but Lions Patriots over 46. Just gonna ride it. I won last week. If I was on a do or die losing streak, I'd probably go with something else.
Honestly, if Billy Zappi plays too, that's probably a better chance because he's going to probably sling it. But
some turnovers, pick sixes.
Mine is the Jets +3.
Nice.
Mine is the Broncos -3 versus the shitty ass Colts.
At home. All right. Well, those are our picks. Thank you very much for tuning in again. Again, please hit the subscribe button. We're very close to 1,000 subscribers. We're really looking forward to getting there. Follow our socials. And again, the affiliate link for our BetUS partner will be in the description. If you have anything you want to add to our comments or make suggestions for us to talk about next week, comment on our Twitter, DM us, whatever. Good luck to everyone. Good luck to us. Hopefully we keep this hot streak rolling in the NFL, and we'll catch you all next time. Peace.
Peace.